Hi, boys and girls, and welcome back to Mr. Grable and our Grade 3 ELA class, where we read from collections beneath the surface today. And we are going to learn about building tunnels. Wow, I think this is kind of matching up with what we do in science as well. Building Tunnels by Etta Kaner, illustrated by Stephen McEachran, photographed by Gilbert Duclos. Oh, there's photographs in here. That means some of it, at least, is non-fiction. Tunnels are usually built to make transportation easier. Many tunnels carry subways, trains, or cars. Some tunnels carry fresh water into cities and sewage away from them. Tunnels also hold gas, telephone, and electrical lines that are buried underneath streets. Whether they are building a tunnel under city streets, through a mountain, or underwater, engineers are always concerned about one thing: strength. How can a tunnel be strong enough to withstand the weight of thousands of tons of soil, rock, or water above it? The shape of a tunnel has a lot to do with its strength. The shape. So, it looks like we're changing here on our next picture. The first page looked like it was fiction. Definitely a comic, kind of cartoon page. Now the second page on page 41 there, that looks like the pictures Gilbert Duclos took of real kids. And it looks like an experiment. Let's read about it. Which shape is the strongest? Try this experiment. You'll need plasticine or other modeling clay, 3 strips of manila tag board or 3-ply bristle board, each 15 centimeters by 45 centimeters, scissors, some thick hardcover books. Step 1. Make 8 cubes of plasticine, each side measuring about 2.5 centimeters. These are your testing weights. And there you can see the girl making the cubes with 6 sides each of squares. Step 2. Cut one of the strips of tag board so that it is only about 30 centimeters long. Step 3. Use this strip to make an arch between 2 piles of books that are 15 centimeters apart. How many plasticine cubes does the arch support? Oh, and you can see it there with the big picture of the boy putting the purple cube on the arch. There are more steps, and here they come. Step 4, coming right up. Step 4. Cut another strip so that it is 30 centimeters long. Fold the strip to form 3 sides of a rectangle, like this. And there's a picture right there. Step 5. Put the rectangle between the 2 piles of books. How many cubes does it support? Oh, they have 2 on there, and they're adding another one. Step 6. Use the 3rd strip to form 3 sides of a square, each side measuring 15 centimeters. And now we're going back to the top. Number 7, step 7. Put the square between the 2 piles of books. How many cubes does it support? And finally, the conclusions. The arch shape is the strongest because the weight is spread out evenly, so that no single point on the arch supports a greater part of the load. That's why the tops of tunnels are always rounded. Many tunnels are circular. Some tunnels are horseshoe-shaped. like the world's longest rail tunnel, the Sikan Tunnel in Japan. Wide tunnels that are used for 2 or more roads are called basket handle tunnels. Tunnels with straight sides and a flat bottom are called vertical sidewall tunnels. Wow. On to the next page here, another heading. That's the end of the experiment. Planning and building tunnels. Before they plan a tunnel, engineers must know what they'll have to dig through. Soil experts drill deep into the ground and bring up samples of soil and rock. These samples help engineers decide how to build the tunnel. Tunnels can be built through earth or through rock. The method used for digging each tunnel depends on where it is. Oh, and we're going to learn about some amazing ancient tunnels, very old ones. You see in the bottom part there. Oh, we can't see that part. Oh, here we go. At the very bottom there. It is amazing that people in ancient times dug very long underground tunnels using only hand tools. One of the most famous was King Hezekiah's tunnel, which carried water from a spring outside the walls of Jerusalem into the city. It was built about 2,700 years ago, and it was about as long as the CN Tower is tall. Even though the tunnel didn't follow a straight line, diggers, starting at each end, met in the middle. They were so proud of this feat that they recorded it on the walls of the tunnel. Wow! As tall as the CN Tower? Have you ever been there? That is tall. Wow. Tunneling through the earth. Oh boy. If you've ever dug through earth or sand, you know how hard it is to stop the hole from caving in. Or snow forts too. Engineers have the same problem when they build a tunnel through soft earth. The tunnel is dug with a tunnel boring machine, TBM. This machine is shaped like a giant tin can with a huge disc or cutting head at its front. When the TBM pushes against the earth, the cutting head rotates and large teeth protruding from it dig away the earth. As the machine moves forwards, supports are put up along the sides of the tunnel to stop the earth from falling in. These supports either are concrete segments put together to make round walls, or they are steel rings with wood planks between them. If steel rings are used, the tunnel is then lined with concrete. Oh, and they look very large too. Tunneling through rock. Some tunnels are blasted through rock using dynamite. This is how the Simplon tunnel was built through the Alps, big mountains. Workers blasted through 19.8 kilometers of alpine mountain to build a tunnel that started in Italy and ended in Switzerland. After each dynamite explosion, the loose rock, or muck, is removed with a mucking machine. This has a giant bucket that scoops up the muck and loads it onto a train or conveyor belt that carries it out of the tunnel. Another way to tunnel through rock is with a tunnel boring machine, or TBM. This TBM, tunnel boring machine, has round steel cutters instead of teeth on the rotating disc. As the tunnel boring machine, TBM, pushes against the rock, the cutters cut into the rock and break it up. The rock falls through spaces between the cutters onto a conveyor belt inside the TBM. The rock is then transported to carts that carry it away. Incredible stuff we can learn from reading. Have a great day. Bye-bye.